Hi guys, Michael in Las Vegas. I wanted to touch bases with everybody. Put out a video. I actually tried to put out a video last night. Kind of flaked out on me, so I ended up back here at my friend's house with his gear. For some reason, my stuff isn't working, and I think it's kind of fortunate because I actually wanted to change my subject. And it's the second video that I have that's just on standby that I can, post at some time when I'm just feeling super, super lazy. Previously, I talked about an incident where in my 9 to 5 job, I'm a welfare social worker, and we work with 10 of clients who receive cash benefits monthly. And part of what we do is we develop these responsibility plans that's hopefully moving them towards some level of self-sufficiency. And often social workers are employed to screen people for significant barriers, whether that's domestic violence, substance abuse, mental health, physical health, you name it, we get it. And there was a period that went by, maybe, I don't know, maybe a year ago, less than a year ago, where our chief had emailed us some verbiage to use in our plans. And with some of our clients, obviously there are mental health interventions, and those interventions take a number of different forms. Some people are in counseling, some people are in a level of home-based life skills. Some people are in med management, you name it. There's all that. Um, and this verbiage that our chief had emailed to us that he wanted us to use in those plans said something like, for the clients who were in mental health intervention, Mr. So-and-so agrees to attend all of his mental health appointments at such and such agency, um, and to comply with all recommended treatments, including dosing appropriately with all recommended and prescribed medications. So the caveat is that in the event that somebody was in mental health intervention and was prescribed medications and was not dosing with it, it was perfectly within our scope to place their TANF case into conciliation and close it for noncompliance with our plan, with our NEON plan. Well, there's a lot of social workers that are probably in my division working down here in the south in Clark County, and maybe 25 social workers, and everybody, of course, articulated the fact that we have no intentions of holding a person's cash benefits over their head because they do or don't dose with their mental health medications or any medications for that being. And so we kind of gave our chief, a ration, and he never removed the verbiage. He just kind of overlooks the fact that when we don't use it, he doesn't really lean on us or throw heavy things at us. I brought that up because I had another experience at my practicum site this week. During supervision, we have a MFT intern who's been doing this type of work for a long time. He's worked in mental health environments at one level or another for quite some time. He's extremely experienced. And he was seeing a client who I guess is maybe 16, 17, 18 years old at this point. Somebody who apparently has been coming in for a few visits here, a few visits there, every 8 or 10 months, just trying to, get refocused and, does some goal orientation work and try to deal with some, emerging unmanageable problems that maybe the school or his parents are having. And so he comes, he shows up, he does 4 or 5 visits, and then he leaves. Well, this past week was one such time when he decided to, and it's very nice. It's not compulsory. His parents aren't bringing him. This is a kid who understands when he's getting out of control and when he needs to vent and when he feels alone and he needs to feel safe. And he, initiates a series of mental health interventions and helps him feel better. Well, most of the patients that come to Heads Up Guidance and Wellness Center one-door placement are on Medicaid. And one thing I thought was interesting is Medicaid denied a set of mental health sessions with him based on the fact that his prescribing physician for his mental health medications, in this case attention deficit, is only dosing him at what would be half of a max dose that could be given to a child or a person in this kid's situation. And it was very strange that they're denying this intervention. Um, and it sounds to me like they're simply trying to get all these patients to begin and or continue or increase their med management prior to spending out what will be more cash for those face-to-face interventions and counseling sessions. And it turns out it's the second client in 1 week that Medicaid has denied counseling with because he's either not on medication or is not, believe it or not, is not maxed out on what his dose of medication should be. So my question was, or my comment initially is, I believe that this is kind of a tool that the states are using to reduce the cost of medicine. Medicine, not as a prescription medicine, as in healthcare in general, because it's obviously a lot cheaper to give someone a bottle of pills than it is to, pay that contact hours, blah, 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 over and over again. And I'm just wondering if anybody is seeing that, if anybody's seeing the role of medication playing a more substantial role in treatment, and if there's any compulsory behaviors or the limitation or withdrawal of benefit approval based on the fact that we are or not dosing with medications. So if you guys have any comments on that, please respond, and I look forward to hearing what you guys all have to say. Hope everybody's doing good. That's kind of it. Have a great day. Bye.